Hi everyone. Today I'm going to do my projects about pit bulls. This is Jazzy. Jazzy, say hello. She's actually falling asleep at this rate. She's a good dog. I have other two dogs downstairs that I don't know what they're doing, but she's one of my big ones. I have two little ones downstairs. So, like I said, I'll be doing my project on pit bulls, as you can see. I do own one. Um, at first, I did not want to have a pit bull. My ex-husband, matter of fact, brought this dog to me, lied about it. He he actually picked her up from one of the local shelters out here on Staten Island. And this shelter, I mean, opposed to many other shelters, they also have, you know, pit bulls, a lot of pit bulls around. Unfortunately, these poor dogs, either without getting, homes within a certain time, they generally get put to sleep. Unfortunately, that's the sad case because shelters are usually over dominated with dogs that are not wanted or abandoned or abused, and they don't have the capacity to hold them. So unfortunately, they put these cute little, like her, put her to sleep. Now she was the one of the fortunate ones because she came up in the ranks. But in reality, if we didn't get her, Lord knows what would have happened to her. But she's actually a pretty good dog. You know, back then, around 1800s, these dogs were used as bait dogs, which is commonly known as pit fighting. Pit fighting is where a weaker dog that may have been in a weak state of mind, or like a weaker dog, like a runt of the litter, we should say, would be used in these pit fighting cages against other dogs, which is a bait. They use them as bait to show the dominance of the dog, and people bet money. It's a cruel, cruel sport, just like bullfighting and any other sport. But as you can see, she's one of the lucky ones that got out of the shelter. There are plenty more in the shelter. Now, the one thing I've heard plenty of times, is, their temperaments, the dog is gonna turn. Listen, a pit bull, honestly, is not the only dog that can turn. I've seen plenty of other dogs turn, plenty of other dogs be aggressive, and as you can see, that dog, far from aggressive. She might be aggressive come other dogs, but then again, what other dog isn't gonna be aggressive to another freaking dog? Honestly. See? She's a good dog. She sleeps. Well, she does. Goes outside to the bathroom, eats. As you can see, she is not skinny whatsoever. She can probably eat out of anybody out of house and home at this point. But actually, she just went for her shots yesterday, and she's still kind of mad at me, but she gets over it. Anyway, like I say, any dog can be aggressive depending on how you treat them. Remember, a dog, if you're not ready for a dog, or you think, oh, I'm just going to buy my child a dog because they're lonely, do not buy a dog. That's the wrong intentions. If you're not ready to take care of them, there's really no point in trying to buy a dog. As you can see, that dog just got off the couch and started barking. But that's as far as she goes. She doesn't do anything else. Come here, Jess. Anywho, she's very well trained. She's not the one that likes to be, she very rarely go inside the house. She sits on command. She doesn't bite. She's well around children. She's very well around my children. When my kids and her go to the park, that dog does not leave their side whatsoever. My kids could go from one end of a park to another, and that dog is right there next beside them. Again, she was a rescue dog. The rescue shelter actually found her wrapped around with a chain, a big chain around her neck, and they ended up rescuing her. Fortunately, we took her in, and obviously she has the best of life. They're the only dogs that can smile, protect you, and honestly, you are not going to get any better than a pit bull. I'm honestly saying, if I could do this again when she passes away, honestly, I would do it again. I would not take no second chances. I would rescue a dog in a heartbeat, another pit bull, mind you, again, from a shelter. So instead of buying dogs, these like overpriced dogs, should really think about adopting one instead, especially that they're older, because you actually get a better dog, let alone a well-trained dog at that.